Hello, everyone. I hope this finds you guys all doing very well and having a nice week so far. Um, so, for the discussion question, we are meant to talk about three of the most important values in our lives and the direct bearing that it might have on working with clients. So, and how we might avoid imposing those values on the clients. Um, the three values that I've chosen are compassion, honesty, and tolerance. So I feel like compassion uh, as a social worker is really important. I feel like in working with clients and the limited kind of experience that I've had, um, I feel like if you go into any scenario, whether you're doing a therapy session or just interacting with the community, um, coming from a very compassionate, understanding place is always the optimal place to start. And I feel like it yields really good results because when people sense that you have compassion and sense that you are not only caring and wanting to help, but also, um, I guess, I feel like compassion is taking it to kind of the next level and um, putting a much more human sort of spin on it, on just the caring. And I think that takes you far, not only just in interacting with people, but especially when you're in a position where you're supposed to be helping people. So I always appreciate compassion when I receive it, and I always make that observation when I am receiving it, and I'm so grateful for it that I try very hard to do that for others. The next one was honesty, and I think honesty um, to me has always been very important as well because um, it just makes things a lot easier when all the facts are in order and everything is clear and everyone is telling the truth and it's not only in the sense that we aren't making things up or being dishonest. It's also um, I feel like honesty is the ability to be honest with ourselves and be truthful with what's really going on and being able to have an awareness um, of what you might the inner dialogue that might not necessarily be serving you, that might not necessarily be honest. And sometimes we don't even know we're doing it. So I think having that awareness is important. So not only being honest with others and very straightforward with others, but also being honest with ourselves. And I think that serves you in your work with your clients because you are presenting um, your true self. And I think when you present that, you also encourage people to present that of themselves. And lastly, I chose tolerance because tolerance to me really does sort of, I feel like it's a very important thing in social work as well because diversity is so important and something that we always encourage and embrace, and we want to treat everyone equally, and it's something that we've learned a lot about. And I value diversity in my life, and I think tolerance kind of goes along with that, having a tolerance of people that are different than you, having a tolerance of people that have different beliefs than you, and being able to accept that we don't have to agree, that we can all get along and be fine and be tolerant of one another. And sometimes this might be hard when someone else is less tolerant, a client is less tolerant, and maybe is not and having the same feeling. So that would be where it might interfere or I would want to impose that on them, but would have to really step back and not do that. So that's my three. And of course, there's many more, but I feel like those are very pertinent to my life and to some of the reasons why I chose social work as a profession. Thank you guys. Look forward to hearing all of your videos.